Class 4 for race number 2. It's the Albatross handicap. We drop down to the 1,200 metres as well. No Better Light heads them. He's 2 out of 3 course and distance, but he was last on his last start here behind Looking Good. Waldorf 4th course and distance behind Shining On. Last time out, Travel Day Took was 3rd in that race. Junzi's a last start winner. Sky Fortune makes his debut for Mi Choi and Chad Schofield. London Masters, a course and distance winner last season. Spring Win finally draws the gate. Barrier 2, Neil Cal in the saddle, and Open House will jump from Barrier 6. Vincent Ho in the saddle. Possible overweight there for Vincent as well. Waldorf, Sky Fortune, the first starter, and Fire and Gold have been up to Chung Fire and back within the last 30 days, Brett.
All right, well, Very Rich Man has come up with a good barrier here for Matthew Poon, who's got a very good record on the horse without winning to date. But you would think from that position, C-course, he will pounce on the lead. And the pressure may come from Noble Delight, possibly Wei Fung Charmer wider out, Happy Cooperation. Waldorf's a question mark.
Little Junzi's the last start winner of this horse. Got up in the last couple of strides, beating Very Rich Man. And since then, he's going nicely enough. Sylvester de Souza, the informed Sylvester, he'll be aboard from barrier number 8. Happy Cooperation, I think, is looking good. He's mapped to get a really good run, this horse. He's finally got a low barrier draw, and his 400 metres suggests he's rearing to go. So he's a nice, big, strong horse. He's 7 now, but his track work is suggesting he's going well. And Spring Win, he likes to play up a bit, this horse, but he's been on his best behaviour in track work recently, and another one that's under a decent hold as he comes down to finish off as well. So he's pretty fit.
All right, we saw Junzi there. That's where we'll start, in actual fact, as far as a replay is concerned. This is last time out for Junzi. Very Rich Man finishes second. He's had a start since and actually finished last.
Yeah, Junzi had been marked down as sort of a 1,000-metre horse prior to this victory. He likes to run off the back of a very strong tempo, which is exactly what he did here, and he cut down Very Rich Man in the final stages. Very Rich Man obviously drew barrier 8 and had a torrid trip at his next start, so had an excuse. So I'm actually going to give Very Rich Man a better chance than Junzi. I'm probably being a little harsh on little Junzi because he is going well, but I've left him out.
You haven't got either one, and but I wouldn't be surprised they ran well. The reason I left Very Rich Man out was because he's sort of done no work since then. We haven't seen him, so it's hard to assess. But he did have a hard run last time, so he'll be pretty fit.
All right, and he jumps from barrier 1 as well. Let's have a look at the Shining On race. He's not going round, but Travel Day Took and Waldorf are, who finished 3rd and 4th respectively. Yeah,
Waldorf, I might breed. I don't know where he's going to be from barrier 12, so I'm going to leave him alone. But Travel Day Took, he's a horse that hasn't won yet from his 26 starts. He's had 3 seconds. Again, he's drawn a bit wide. But of the 2, I threw him in for 4th because I thought it was a good run last time.
All those seconds have been in Class 3. He's had a lot of issues, and he was with Armin Lee. So, yeah, he bobbed up there at 50s and took 3rd. If Richard Gibson's got him going well, which it seems like he has, then he's a definite chance in this class.
All right, let's look at Noble Delight. Here's our favourite at this stage. Disappointing when last, behind Looking Good last time out. This is the trial on speed, but a little bit weak late.
Yeah, it was a bit of a question mark. They only ran 1:11 and he was pushed on final stages. I wanted to show it for this very reason because you can see there the arms are moving and there's not a huge amount of response. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure if he's come back quite as good. He looked very good at the end of last season. I'm going to give him the opportunity, the benefit of the doubt, because it's a size Morera combination from barrier 4, but I could be going the wrong way and you might be getting value about some other runners because of that.
He's come up too short for me, his favourite, and he did run last. I know he had a tough trip last time, and then they've trialled him again, so I'm going to leave him alone.
All right, so you left him out completely?
Totally.
All right, top 4 then. Yeah,
I've got to go with Happy Cooperation. He's finally got a low barrier draw. He'll sit just behind the pace. He did win off a rating of 62 last season, and he's now rated 51. Cullen Murray, who had a winner the other day, so I've got him in. I didn't say I have got Junzi in there for second. Sorry, I said I didn't have him in, but I have put Junzi in because he's a horse in form at the moment and should get a good run with Sylvester de Souza aboard. Spring Win's been running some good races, and so's Travel Day Took. 8, 5, 10, 4, but it's 16 to 1. I'm happy to go each way. Happy Cooperation.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've actually got him in the tips as well. I've gone with Noble Delight, but it is a little bit of a shy at the stumps based on his couple of efforts in that recent trial. I mean, he needs to recapture his winning form from the end of last season. If he does, I think he'll win. Very Rich Man is the horse I expect him to trail. Spring Win is finding better form. And Happy Cooperation's the little key runner, as Paul mentioned. So I went 1, 2, 10 and 8.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy to risk the favourite as well, particularly at that price. When we're Spring Win, we've all got, that's the only number we've all got in it. In fact, the 10, Spring Win, towards barrier 2. That is race number 2.